In the round of 16 match between Spain and Austria at the 2026 World Cup, Spain easily defeated their opponent 3-0 thanks to a brace from striker Mikel Oyarzabal, thus securing their place in the round of 16. Right after the opening whistle, Spain, with their superior squad, quickly took control of the game. However, Austria showed they were no pushovers with their aggressive and frustrating pressing style of play. Unfortunately, as time went on, Spain's class began to become apparent. And after many missed opportunities, Coach de la Fuente's team finally found the opening goal. In the 36th minute, from a cross by Cucurella on the left wing, Oyarzabal, unmarked, quickly struck the ball into the net from inside the penalty area. In injury time, the crossbar denied Spain a goal after a free kick from Baena. In the second half, Spain continued to completely dominate the game. In the 66th minute, they doubled their lead with a precise header from defender Porro. Before that, La Roja had overwhelmed the Austrian defense with quick, fluid, and highly accurate passing combinations. Towards the end of the match, Oyarzabal completed his brace in the 89th minute to secure an easy 3-0 victory for Spain. The biggest regret for La Roja in this match was perhaps the fact that young star Yamal didn't score despite having several opportunities. The Barcelona talent played energetically, constantly disrupting the Austrian defense, but lacked the sharpness to put his name on the scoreboard. Thus, Spain secured their place in the round of 16 of the 2026 World Cup, and their opponent will be either Portugal or Croatia. Facing a tough opponent like Croatia, coach Roberto Martinez made a notable change to the Portuguese lineup, starting Rafael Leao instead of João Felix, with Pedro Neto on the right wing. In fact, Portugal completely dominated the first half. The constant pressure was materialized by attacks from both flanks by Cancelo and Leao. The skill and speed of the Portuguese wingers forced the Croatian defense to work hard to keep a clean sheet. After initially being outplayed, Croatia responded with quick counter-attacks. Most notably Baturina's shot, which was blocked by the Portuguese defense. After the half-time water break, both teams maintained a relentless attacking tempo, but the deadlock remained. The first half ended 0-0. At the start of the second half, Croatia surprisingly played better and forced their opponents to pick the ball out of their net. In the 53rd minute, from a cross by Stanisic, the ball reached Ivan Perisic, who calmly controlled it and then fired a diagonal shot to open the scoring 1-0. With the lead, Croatia played with renewed enthusiasm and continuously pressed to increase their advantage. Behind, Portugal launched a full-scale attack but were repeatedly unlucky when Leao hit the crossbar. And Ronaldo had a beautiful goal disallowed due to offside. Coach Roberto Martinez then made 4 substitutions in an attempt to find a breakthrough. Portugal's efforts were rewarded in the 66th minute when VAR intervened, confirming a foul by a Croatian defender on Vega inside the penalty area. From the penalty spot, Cristiano Ronaldo decisively converted to equalize 1-1, officially scoring his first knockout round goal in his World Cup career. The equalizer made the match even more exciting. The Portuguese defense, especially goalkeeper Diogo Costa, had to work at full capacity to block Kovacic's shot that hit the post and Matanovic's dangerous one-on-one situation. In the 81st minute, Portugal made a notable substitution, replacing Cristiano Ronaldo with Ruben Neves to strengthen their midfield. The drama reached its climax in the 90+4th minute of injury time when Gonçalo Ramos headed in a goal to give Portugal a 2-1 lead. In the final seconds, Croatia nearly pulled off a miracle when Gvardiol put the ball into the net to equalize 2-2. However, after a tense 2-minute wait for VAR, the referee disallowed the goal in the 90+16th minute due to offside. Ultimately, Portugal advanced and will face Spain in the round of 16 of the 2026 World Cup.
We knew it before the game. It was a so special moment. We speak today, our group, about that, the coincidence of life. It's unbelievable. I was amazed because the situations of today, it means a lot to us. Not only because we won the game, but also the way. So it was a difficult game. We knew it, that Croatia is a fantastic team. First half we dominate the game, and second half after the goal we get a little bit panic, but this is football. But after my goal offside, people start to believe, ask the fans to help us, and after the penalty I think it was a little bit better for us. We created a few chances, and I think in the end of the day we deserve to win the match.
What was it like coming up against Luka Modric, obviously potentially playing his last World Cup?
I played with Luka so many years. We nearly the same age. I think he's a legend of football. He's still a legend of football because he still play very well, and with the high quality is unbelievable. And I just say to him so many times, Luka, congratulations for everything. I love to see you again. I wish you all the best for the next years of your career. And it was nice to play against him once again.
On the chart diagram, after today's matches, the 2026 World Cup has determined 5 out of a total of 8 pairings in the round of 16, eliminating the leading pairing of co-hosts USA and Belgium. The remaining 4 pairings also promise to be very exciting, with Brazil versus Norway, Paraguay versus France, Canada clashing with Morocco, and a closely contested match between Mexico and England.
Mahrez, oh slim overstapje van Mahrez. Maar dan moet Aouar hem wel binnenschieten en die laat het na.
The match between Switzerland and Algeria in the round of 16 of the 2026 World Cup ended with a 2-0 victory for the European team. Switzerland advanced to the round of 16 and will face the winner of the match between Colombia and Ghana. In the opening minutes, Algeria dominated the game and created several dangerous opportunities towards Switzerland's goal. However, while enjoying a good run of form, Algeria conceded a goal. In the 10th minute, Manzambi made a good pass to Breel Embolo, who easily slotted the ball into the empty net to give Switzerland the lead. Behind, Algeria tried to attack, but Switzerland played cleverly and prevented their opponents from increasing the pace. With a bit more luck, Switzerland could have scored another goal in the first half. Nevertheless, Switzerland soon celebrated their second goal early in the second half. Taking advantage of misplaced passes and defensive errors from Algeria, Ndoye unleashed a decisive shot to extend Switzerland's lead to 2-0. With a comfortable lead, Switzerland deliberately slowed the pace of the game, preventing their opponents from launching attacks. They maintained a moderate tempo until the final whistle. Ultimately, Switzerland won 2-0 to advance to the round of 16 and will face the winner of the match between Colombia and Ghana. Algeria, meanwhile, were eliminated. Tomorrow, Eastern Time, the matches include Australia vs Egypt, 2 p.m., at Dallas Stadium, Argentina vs Cape Verde, 6 p.m., at Miami Stadium, and Colombia vs Ghana, 9:30 p.m., at Kansas City Stadium, broadcast live on Fox and Telemundo, as well as digital platforms.
Hello everyone, it's nice to meet you again with the Disney Artist channel. In today's video it will be the character Alpha from the movie Up. Alpha, later subdued to Beta, is the former secondary antagonist of Disney Pixar's 2009 animated feature film Up and the main antagonist of the Up short film Doug's Special Mission. He is the former second in command of Charles Muntz and the leader of Charles Muntz's pack of dogs. Alpha, the pack leader, is a menacing-looking, black-as-night Doberman pinscher with authority entrusted to him by their master that no one dares question. Beta, a tough Rottweiler, is Alpha's lieutenant, and Gamma, a rough-and-tumble bulldog, is his hench dog. Nothing will detract the pack from its mission, except maybe a squirrel. Alpha is a blue and ochre Doberman pinscher owned by Charles Muntz. He is the leader of the dog pack and is usually found with Beta and Gamma, his lieutenants. Like Doug, he has a collar that allows him to talk. But a minor malfunction makes him sound as if he'd been inhaling helium, giving him a squeaky, chipmunk-like voice, which makes him a huge laughing stock among the dog pack. The real voice for Alpha's translator chip, after Muntz fixes his collar, is a deep, intimidating voice. Russell says he likes the high-pitched voice better than the intimidating one. Alpha has a very condescending and proud disposition, and looks down on all the other dogs in the pack. When Doug fails to bring the bird Kevin to Alpha, he puts Doug in the cone of shame. In the climax of the film, Alpha clashes with Doug inside the airship until Doug finally defeats Alpha by trapping him under the helm and sticking a conical airship instrument housing over the Doberman's head as the cone of shame. Alpha breaks his collar, making his voice high-pitched again, which causes the other dogs to ridicule him and, after Doug commands the original Alpha to sit, bestow the Alpha title upon Doug. Following his defeat, he is seen at Russell's promotion ceremony in the film's closing scenes, still wearing the cone of shame. The ending credits suggest he becomes a pet of one of the residents at the Shady Oaks retirement village. In the background, he can be seen panting with happiness once Charles says, "Treat" to Carl and Russell. Alpha, Beta and Gamma are chasing Kevin when Doug accidentally trips them, causing them to lose the bird. Alpha tells Doug to watch the bird's favorite rock and tell them if it moves. Doug accidentally knocks the large rock over, almost squashing Alpha and the rest of the pack. Alpha then tells him to sit in the bird's favorite hole and, while giving a speech to his packmates, gets buried by Doug, who sank through the hole. Alpha is shown getting beat up several more times until he calls Master to tell him that Doug caused them to lose the bird and that he is a bad dog. Alpha does not physically appear, but he is heard over the phone talking to Doug. It is revealed that he now goes by the name Beta as he identifies Doug as the new Alpha. Additionally, he now lives at the retirement home where he enjoys his new life playing with and watching over the elders. The howling wolf in Day and Night is actually a modified version of Alpha. Similar to how background humans in Pixar films are created from a universal man as a base. It should be noted that Alpha is the character's rank in the pack, rather than his name. As Doug becomes the new Alpha after defeating him, he shares the same voice as Doug but with different tone. Alpha is a Greek letter of the alphabet, along with Beta and Gamma. First is to draw from the head to body of the Doberman pinscher dog, then draw the belly part and draw 4 legs for Alpha. Next is to draw the tail of the Doberman pinscher dog, then wear and collar for Alpha. Next is to draw the mouth under the nose, then draw the eyes and make the face for Alpha. Finally, attach 2 ears for Alpha. So the character Alpha from the movie Up has been completed. Now, if you like this video tutorial, please like and subscribe button to receive the new notify. At the same time, please download the app and go to the website DisneyStore to shopping online, as well as Disney Plus to watch some movies and TV shows for free, used by many peoples of the world. Okay, we'll see you again tomorrow, so thanks for watching and goodbye everyone.